Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Online. This is Captain Ron Phillips here. And in today's episode, it is called Time and Tide. We are meeting up back with the future Federation time-traveling captain and his ship, the USS Postok, here at an old location we've been at before, the Kayana system, which is where we did about half of the missions here for the Iconian War. He wants us to meet him here, and we're going to see what's going on here. So, maybe we might learn about what we heard at the end of the last episode, a temporal Cold War. I don't know, let's find out.
Please report to the USS Postok.
What is going on here? Okay. That looked like that was a bunch of the Krenim time ships that we were on in the last mission there with the Iconians. This is interesting. Alright, Captain Walker. Let's figure out what this is all about.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
Okay, tell me about the Temporal Prime Directive.
Starfleet personnel are strictly forbidden from directly interfering with historical events and are required to maintain the timeline when possible. We're also restricted from revealing too much about the future. These principles have served Starfleet well. Now that the time travel genie is out of the bottle, it'll be hard to get it back in. The tech will spread through the galaxy, and species after species will learn the secrets of time.
What are the dangers of time travel?
Time travel can be a very seductive tool. Many would use it benevolently to save lives, worlds, entire civilizations. Many more, however, would use it for conquest, vengeance, even genocide. Unsupervised tampering with the timeline can be disastrous. Good intentions or not. Prior to the Accords, reckless time travel led to a great war. It nearly undid existence itself. In its aftermath, a coalition was formed to stabilize the timeline and enforce its protection.
A coalition?
Your alliance, the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic, form the historical basis of this coalition. It's vital that the Alliance holds together. In timelines where the Alliance fails, let's just say it wasn't pretty. In other branches, the Coalition grows beyond the Alliance, and eventually forms the Galactic Union. The Union proposes a treaty to protect the timeline, and restrict the use of time travel. We call this treaty the Temporal Accords.
Sounds pretty important, Captain.
It might be the most important event in known history. I would like to take you to witness the signing of the Accords, so you can see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to, and how important it is to future civilizations. Of course, you must promise to be circumspect in your reports and conversations with others when you return. We don't want to create any disruptions or paradoxes.
Understood. I look forward to witnessing this event.
Are you ready to visit the future?
Sure. Back to the future. New Kittimer, 2769.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Interesting.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things you aren't supposed to know.
Acknowledged.
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords. Your biosigns aren't listed on our register today. I'll need to... Wait. I know you. I wrote a paper about you in classical history class at the Academy. I must say, you look much younger than your holo images. Wait, what year did you come from?
2410.
Oh, that explains why you look so young. Well, you sure have an eventful future ahead of you. Forget I said that. I'm not supposed to say things like that. To be honest, I'm still getting used to the new temporal regulations. They can be a little confusing. Anyway, the TIC crews are scrubbing the hall for anything that might cause a paradox if visitors from the past, like yourself, encounter them. It will be just a few moments.
Alright.
Perhaps you would like to chat with some of our other guests here in the lobby. I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have plenty to talk about.
Okay, well thank you. There's a Cray, a not cool protester. Well, here's Philip Cray.
Greetings, friend. How may I help you? Where do I start? I'm 157 years old. But that's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion. Back then, I was serving as an ensign under Captain Bateson on the USS Bozeman. After that, integrating back into Starfleet was difficult. So much had changed. Some of my shipmates joined temporal investigations. Their first-hand knowledge of past events was quite useful. Seemed like a way to make a difference. So that's where I ended up as well.
Why are you here?
Same reason as you, I'll imagine. To witness the signing of the Temporal Accords. Usually, temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event. But the three of us were given special dispensation to come and view the Accords personally. Perks for graduating at the top of the class, I suppose.
Okay.
The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful, biased accords.
Why?
The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words, these deeds will never be forgotten or forgiven.
I'm not sure what the tragedy of the past has to do with today's events.
Today, the Federation and their lackeys come to tell the galaxy which timeline is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours?
So you would change the past despite the risks. You could undo your own existence.
My existence? My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain. The life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus of my people. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same, were our places reversed.
I'd resist the temptation. Too much could go wrong to risk it.
Attention all guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
Where do I go from here? I go in here. Master of Ceremonies. Bunch of observers.
I am reminded of a quote from ancient Earth. And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
An interesting perspective.
Greetings. Pardon me for saying so, but you look very familiar. Have we met before? Wait, I remember you from my history studies. You saved our home world. There's a statue in your honor in the capital city on Lucari Prime. Oh, wait. That's already happened for you, right? Oh, good. Woo. That'd be just my luck to cause a paradox here, today. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm. That would be a little awkward, yes. Who do we got back here? Federation, Ferengi, the Borg Cooperative, another Cabali, okay.
Your uniform. 25th century, correct? You're definitely a visitor from the past, and an honored one at that. Welcome to the 28th century. I hope you'll enjoy seeing what your work and sacrifice has wrought.
Thank you for the honor.
These Accords are going to provide quite the opportunity for our historical studies of economic matters. I hear the Grand Nagus is going to formally announce several new temporal rules of acquisition soon. I hope at least one of them covers going back in time to beat someone to a deal.
Hopefully in a way that prevents such activities.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
As am I. It's quite an honor.
We Cabali are quite thankful to see the Accords go into effect. Many who disagree with our customs could be tempted to return to a point in time where those customs could be disrupted permanently.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a singular honor. I'm humbled, as I'm sure you are as well.
Indeed, we'll be seeing history in the making today. A Xindi observer?
The Xindi are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century and our manipulation by the Sphere Builders are matters of deep shame for us all. We support the Accords with the hope that they will prevent such tragedies from this day forth.
Ah, worthy goal. The Breen?
I cover the power funnel. The Breen conspiracy relies on finding the present, rather than the memory of the past. The intrigue was in future.
I'm sure your support of the Accords is appreciated. A Tholian?
The Tholian Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel, for any reason. We will continue to lobby for change, aggressively. Should the Union fail to preserve the timeline, the Assembly will succeed by any means necessary. That is all.
Uh-huh. What do we got here? A Deferi?
While the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all, I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite the very good intentions of all the signatories involved.
You make a good point.
Jolan True, you are from the past. From before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I'll wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day for all.
Indeed it is.
I am honored by the Founders, and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in safeguarding the time stream.
That's good to hear. Master of Ceremonies. Oh, you want me to speak to this guy? Uh-oh.
The Nakul are not here to sign these accords. We have already been victims of time-traveling aliens. But somehow this incursion into the timeline has been overlooked. Perhaps because of its importance to the founding of the Galactic Union. We proposed an amendment to restore our home world in the timeline, but it was rejected. Therefore we are here, with all eyes of the galaxy upon us, to point out the hypocrisy and unlawfulness of these accords.
I see.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble master of ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say? So exciting! This ceremony is about to begin, so you should find your seat. But I'd love to chat with you after the signing.
All right, looking forward to it.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention, please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
All right, sit down.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation... Wait, there is some kind of disturbance.
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the temporal accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety. The Krenim are taking the delegates hostage.
Uh-oh.
The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security, but it looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
All right.
Watch out! Fort Krenim beaming in! Fort Krenim! Neutralize them as quickly as possible. We need to save those delegates.
Can anybody hear us? The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
Hang on, we're on our way.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed. Resist, and your safety cannot be guaranteed.
Is that researcher Noi?
You saved my world, and now you saved me. I'm beginning to like you.
Feelings mutual. Stay safe. Alright, let's get out of here.
I shall live to serve the Founders another day. My thanks to you, of course.
You're welcome, pal. Yep, time to go the other way. Alright. Oh.
It was a good day to die for the Krenim.
Well said. Alright, everybody. Last one.
My life path was at an end. My thanks for proving me wrong.
No problem.
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed and there was no mention of an attack.
Alright. Let's beam up and see if we can help it out there.
Those look like Krenim ships.
And they're attacking in force. We've got to stop them before they disrupt the timeline any further.
This
Alright.
conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships fire at will. Leave no survivors.
What? lost my turn.
I recognize that ship. Oh no, not this time. This time, you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
Okay. Aha! Oh, not again. Take that. Come on, Tri-Cobalt Mines.
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. We can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we?
Alright, let's go get them. Turn around, damn it. I hate these not cool ships. Oh, come back here. Dang it. It's gonna use its time to heal. Come on. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Get him.
We've got the Krenim on the run over here. Stay focused on the array.
where's the Anorax? Yoo-hoo! Where are you? Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay.
Noi. I seem to remember a little about him from my briefing on your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anorax timeship project, if memory serves.
Yeah, he helped us against the Iconians.
I thought as much. Something must have disturbed the timeline. I'm afraid you will need to return to your own time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I can't interact with anybody from your time. I'll open a portal when you're ready. Are you ready now?
Let's go. Back to the Kiana system. 2410.
Welcome back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so soon. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I have some questions about Noi.
Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him, if you would like to accompany me.
Lead on.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy.
What are you working on?
Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest report to command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you, but I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over, I've more important matters to attend to. Good day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
We have reason to believe he may be plotting treason. Would it be possible to see what he was working on?
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call up his files.
Thank you.
He was working on the Anorax. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking clamp.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, I see you found my farewell gift, Tralla. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anorax now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at?
Noi stole the Anorax? I can't believe it. How could he do such a thing? What drove him to betray us like this?
Well, maybe there's a clue in his personal logs.
There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Trala 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
Thank you.
Please input your selection below.
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... what is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night, but he was so stressed out. I just couldn't add to his burden. Hopefully things will calm down a bit soon and I can tell him. On a positive note, my work is progressing quite well. I believe these logs should now be shielded from any kind of temporal incursion.
Please input your selection below.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being. I had a wife, and she was pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies. They devastated my people, murdered my family, and erased an entire species from time and space. I cannot let this stand. This I vow. I shall not rest until I have restored my family or avenged their deaths. Time itself shall be the instrument of my vengeance.
Please input your selection below.
Personal log supplemental. At last, I have found them, the Tutarians, or rather, what they have become. Some of them managed to escape the treachery of the Federation, finding sanctuary in a trans-dimensional void. They are powerful, so powerful that some primitive species worship them like gods. And yet, they are trapped in their realm, no longer able to exist within prime space. But I can help them. I can release them from durance vile. With these builders at my side, I shall have my vengeance for Clauda.
Please input your selection below. Download complete.
What the? We're under attack!
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and his allies.
Uh-oh.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance.
But I just saw you. Where did you get your allies? What have you done to the Anorax?
As always, your thinking is so limited. For you, it has been moments. But for me, it has been years. Years of planning, building, all to return to this moment in time. To end you.
No, this doesn't have to happen, Noi.
Oh, but it does, believe me. You took them. My wife, my unborn child. Time was your weapon then, and it is mine now. With it, I will eradicate your wretched alliance, just as you wiped the Tutarians from history. But first things first. It's time for you to die.
You're better than this, Noi. Stand down.
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorax packs quite a punch.
All right. Oh, crap. Great. Good grief. Krenim battleship. Help me out, guys. Uh-oh. Let's go get him. Whoa! We've been pulled into this time stream with the Anoraks. We can't let her escape. Oh, great. Target engineering and disable the main drive. Blocked our heading. Trying to change direction while in temple transit could be disastrous. Yeah, we can't turn. Crap.
Lost you. What happened to Noi?
He disrupted our warp field and made his escape in the chaos.
Damn. A rogue agent out there with a ship like the Anoraks is a real big problem. One step at a time. Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready for the trip.
Okay. My science officer tells me that Noi's ship is using sphere builder tech. Oh, great. Yeah, let's get me home here.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anoraks, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
Wow, what do you think of that, guys? Holy crap. Alright. Thank you very much for joining me. This was a bit longer than I remembered, but wow. Hit the like button if you liked this episode. If you didn't like it, I apologize. Hit the dislike button. Subscribe to the Captain Ron Phillips channel and see what's coming up next in this time battle. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. Take care.